Well, look at me getting all technological. I want you all to know that not only did I have to set up a tripod, I had to figure out how to attach it and how to get my iPad working so that you could see this beautiful lesson. Aren't you proud? Well, today I'm going to be teaching you how to iron a shirt. Now, you might think that's kind of silly, but at some point in your life, you're going to have to go to a job interview, and you're not going to want to look like a wrinkled, hot mess. Instead of calling mom, I want you to know how to use your own iron, and I'm going to show you how to do that today. Now, first of all, this is a basic old handy-dandy iron bought from Family Dollar. One of the first things you're going to recognize is, now this might end up seem silly also, but I don't want anybody to get hurt. This is hot. Don't touch it. The first thing you're going to do to your iron is put some water in it. You should have a little area that looks like this that you can fill with water. If you're doing this at the sink, make sure you unplug your iron when doing so. You're going to fill this right up with water, and this helps us create steam, which will help your getting out the wrinkles in your shirt. Now, while that warms up, we are going to look at our shirt. Now, on every shirt, there is a label that tells us what kind of materials it is made out of. You want to check that label. This shirt is made out of cotton and polyester. Now, why does that matter, you say? Because on most all irons, there is a setting for what kind of material a shirt is made out of. Because if you use a heat that is too high, you can burn your shirt or melt it. If you use a heat that is too low, it won't iron. So for this shirt, where it's 60% cotton, I'm going to put it on the cotton setting. Some of our other settings are blend, polyester, nylon silk, and synthetic. Now I'm going to test the steam here to make sure our iron is firing up. Looks like it needs another minute. Oops. Oh, okay. All right. So one of the first areas of your shirt I like to iron is the collar. Now when ironing, it's important to have a flat cushioned surface. If you don't have an ironing board at home, one of the things I like to do is to put out a towel on a nice hard flat surface. Make sure that towel is nice and flat, and then you can iron on that. So first, put your collar down. Take the iron and press it firmly to the fabric. Get your collar nice and flat so you can pop it for that job interview. Always flip over and do the front side. I like to do the inside of the shirt first and then get the outside, because really the outside is most important, but you will see the wrinkles through if you don't do the inside at all. So next, I like to do the arms of the shirt. This is where it gets a little bit more tricky, and you have got to work a little harder. Lay your surface that you're ironing flat on your area, get as flat as possible, and work your iron over the area. You might have to go back over some of the more wrinkled areas, using the tip to get down into some of these sections that are a little bit more tricky. Ooh, look, I did a good job. All right, so now some of the trickiest areas are going to be the back and the sides of the shirt. Now in this section, when you're having a particularly stubborn wrinkle, again, see if we can get the steam to work on this bad boy so you can see it. Ah, it's being stubborn. Here it is. Most irons have a steam burst setting that will help you give a burst of steam to help get out some of those stubborn wrinkles. This one does too, it just needs to warm up for a second. I had it shut off. Ooh, this is a nice hot iron. This is working nice. There we can see some of the water come out. Oh, there's our steam. Woohoo! Don't be afraid if you get some water on the shirt. It will dry. However, you don't want to get water on a silk shirt, etc. All right, so as your part of your assignment, what I want you to do is to take a before picture of your wrinkled shirt and then take an after picture of your iron shirt. This can be the same shirt that you've repaired as part of your sewing project. As always, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out, and I will be connecting another tutorial to this assignment so that you can watch somebody else do this in case they are a little bit more helpful, and they can give you a bit more of a close-up example. Thanks, and have fun ironing!